So I screwed up because I have so much work to do for the SIE. It's not even funny. Yeah, I have like 3 days to catch up on, including today. So it's already 12:20 right now. So I don't know. Today's gonna be brutal, but I'll try and record throughout the day. Back at home, I wanted to take this time to speak a little bit on time management, my time management or lack thereof, and my focus and or lack thereof. So I have a lot of little assignments to do on Kaplan to study for the SIE because I skipped a few days because I was working on the project for managerial accounting. And so I noticed, well, for one, I really struggled to do the assignments. It's hard for me to read through it and just stay on it for an hour straight or stay on it for 30 minutes straight. I just want to do something else. Maybe I'm too addicted to my phone or too addicted to dopamine, who knows, but that's something that often happens that really slows down the progress. And even when I am working on it, I'm not like locked in, like doing everything optimally. I'm still kind of lollygagging around. And I noticed that so for context, yesterday I had a write-up, slide deck, Excel file, and 10-minute video due for a case study for managerial accounting. And I didn't have to do the write-up, but I did have to do the slide deck at the last second. I did have to edit the video at the last second. And I did have to redo all of the spreadsheets for the Excel file at the last second. And it was from about 9 to 12 when I had to submit it and the pressure was really on that I really was able to lock in and get it done. I wasn't thinking about my phone. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I wonder what kind of car I should buy. Oh, I wonder what kind of house I should buy. Oh, I wonder what kind of business I could invest in if I sold my Rivian stock. Like, that's what I always think about, 24/7. Those are the things that I always think about. Like, what am I going to do next? But when I had that deadline, like right there, I focused. And I could get a lot of stuff done. When I was in that mode, my only restriction was how slow my computer is. And when I don't have that deadline on me, it's difficult for me to really focus in like that. And so I was kind of thinking, especially as I struggled to get work done throughout the day today, that I need to find a way to structure my life, structure my tasks, my duties, my responsibilities, whatever you want to call them, in a way where I have constant deadlines on me so that I can tap into that focus level that I don't get when there's no pressure. And so, with that said, I think I need to start doing that. I will show you what it looks like on the back end for the assignments that I have to do. So today is the 14th. I didn't do work yesterday, so we have 9 tasks on here to do and then 7 for today. So these are all the tasks. And then here are the tasks for today. I may or may not show you at the end all of that stuff done. I'm not going to make any promises because I'll likely be really tired and just edit the video quickly and just get it up just to get it up. But that's what it looks like on my end for what I have to do. I had day 12 to do today. I don't know why there was stuff in day 12. But I guess I didn't do it. I don't know. Things have been kind of a blur, so I just whatever's on there, I just do. And so I gotta get all that done. That's that. Now, as for the next thing, it's Valentine's Day, so I guess we'll take a few minutes to talk about relationships, which is not something that's often talked about on this channel, but is still a very, if not, no, not very, probably the most important part of one's life is their relationships around them. So, I think that, for one thing, one downside that I kind of feel like I have is I don't really have friends like that. I have kind of been okay and really tapped into my comfort doing things by myself. I've kind of justified being by myself as a way of staying more productive, but truth be told, it's not the most fun, and I feel like I'm too much of a jerk, basically. I have developed whatever this like mentality that I think is really productive for getting things done, for doing things that kids really don't, that 20-year-olds really don't do, thinking about things that people really don't think about. But I think in some ways that mindset that I have can be harmful and reductive. And so I think I can make the conscious decision to be fine with that for now, and then eventually realize that, like, hey, maybe you should become a better person. But that's really not at the forefront of what I'm aiming for right now. Which is kind of funny to say out loud, but hopefully in some ways it's productive, which is obviously why I make the videos. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think my mentality is optimized for everything. I think I've developed this very specialized mentality that's really good for some things and not really good for others. Like, for example, when I had the assignment due, I'm in here in the middle of the night in my bedroom, getting the whole thing put together, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, this is what the big shots do. This is what work ethic looks like. This is what not giving up looks like. This is what turning in a high quality of work looks like. Like, all these things that I just, like, am telling myself to get myself through it. And in those moments, my mentality is great. It's rock solid. I can get through that stuff a lot better than everyone else, with way, like, I didn't feel any type of stress. Well, I did, but I almost felt excited. I almost felt energized when I had that deadline on me, like, oh, like, you might not be able to do it, but I know I'm going to do it, type thing. But then days like Valentine's Day, it's like, oh, you're alone. So, which, and the thing is, I think I should make it clear that part of it is the hole that I've dug myself. Like, I'm stuck here with 16 assignments to do for the SIE. Like, the things that I fill my time with, I have 3 emails. Well, technically 4. One that I need to respond to for taxes. Like, I have things that I need to be doing. Like, oh, by the way, I got 2 new submissions this morning. Can you believe that? 2 different people from the went onto the website and gave submissions. I didn't even open the emails yet because I was kind of afraid, which I know is a really bad mentality. But I can't. I don't want to bother myself with other assignments that are going to take me off of doing this. Because if I get behind on this, which I already am, I'm really going to get myself screwed. So in the event that you do get a little bit behind, you need to like solve it quickly so that it doesn't snowball. And if it snowballs, you're cooked. It's going to be really bad. And yeah. All right. That was, I think, all I had to say. I will say this about relationships. I think my relationships with my family are really good. Yeah, maybe not with my dad, but definitely with everyone else that's kind of in my immediate family. We're like super tight. Oh, another thing actually. I've kind of noticed the effects of not having a really like good, like tight, active relationship with a father figure, especially in college, or especially at this college, especially at this university. Like, I've developed this. I've developed a sense where I can tell which guys have had like strong father figures and which ones haven't. Like, I can see the difference, and I can see the difference with myself too. And it's this really odd thing, like especially as I've like met guys who like go to the gym, who are more masculine than anything I'm used to with my mom. It's shifted the perspective that I've had on people. I guess on guys particularly. Yeah, maybe I'm not. This is like all off the top of the head, and this is something that I've always kind of felt deep down, but never really articulated it on camera. But like, to gain weight, you need to be eating constantly. I was never a big eater, and in the environment that I grew up in, I was never really like forced to be a big eater. And I think part of that is like being raised by my mom largely. I think generally women don't really like think like, oh, like I need to be eating like all this food. I need to be eating however much protein. I need to be growing. I need to be getting stronger. I need to be developing my mind and body, etc. Not to say that women don't develop their mind and body, but you get what I'm saying. And yeah, little things like that. I guess like the sports thing, and I think the added pressure of wanting to impress your dad, I guess, was something that I never really had. And I can kind of see that there are some deficiencies in areas that I noticed that that other guys don't have. And I guess that's something that I'll have to be like more conscious of moving forward, and hopefully in future videos I'll be able to articulate it a lot better than the way I'm saying it now. But these videos are the diary, so if it's on my mind, I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Anyways, I think I will leave it there, and I think I'm just gonna upload the video right now. once I upload the video, I'm just gonna keep working on Kaplan, and then I'm going to bed. So hopefully I go to bed at a realistic time, but likely I won't, because likely I won't be able to focus. But that's a problem we'll be working on for probably for the next 20 years to the end of my lifetime. So I will see you tomorrow.